Hi everybody. In this video I'm going to talk with you about illegal drug deaths. So that means a few things. So people who are at risk of dying, people who have died, and the impact on people around them. So why should you listen to me? My name is Rémi. I've been in the helping field now for 50 years. My background, I'm certified as a trainer in the field of individual, couple, and family therapy. So I've trained psychologists and social workers and etc. And I've worked with really dense energies, people living on the streets and people in child protection and substance abuse issues and so on. So I have a bit of a feel for some of that. So I'm going to talk with you now about this free webinar that we have coming up, where I'll be focusing on. So there's a group of people who are at risk, especially males. It depends on the statistics on where you're looking, but something like 2.5 to 4 times as many males die of drug overdose as females. So both are at risk. Females, a tendency, they have unresolved grieving in their system from early on, from childhood or after that. So to help them to heal and resolve those things is crucial. For men, it's somewhat different. There's a variety of things there. I won't talk about that with you now. I'll just talk about what I'll focus on with you. My work is pretty weird. I've had to go more and more broadly in my work to help transform things because traditional forms of helping were just not enough. So you think in terms of some people have curses against them from this or other lifetimes. They carry collective dense energy. So if you hang out with people who are into drugs, the energy is really dense and you absorb, you inhale that stuff. So the energy is in their aura, in their field, and it affects their subpersonalities and etc. So you have to clear some of those things. And there's ancestral trauma, depending on what the cultural background of each person. It might be some hopelessness, despair, hatred of life, and so forth. These things need to be cleared. So that's prevention. Now there's the impact for people who have not died but who are at risk, and so if you have a loved one or friends or whatever that are into this stuff, or you, then you feel free to join this free webinar we have coming up on this topic. So then there are people who have passed over, who have died as a result of a drug overdose. The energy that in many ways impacts a lot of people. So it impacts their loved ones, obviously. It impacts others around them. So there's energy in terms of hopelessness and despair and pointlessness and so forth. It's like a dark cloud that's left there energetically. So there's some cities, research shows, some cities are far more prone to have drug deaths, illegal drug deaths than others. So I think in terms of where you are, and we're going to do some broad clearing for prevention, for people who've passed over, and also for people who are left and have been impacted. So loved ones and friends and so forth, and they have some despair, and they have some guilt and etc. Or part of them goes, woohoo, finally that character is gone, but they may have some underlayers. So we'll do some clearing for those people too. So yeah, now you think in terms of the energies of people working together as a group. So a number of people come together and focus on doing some healing regarding a particular cause. Research shows that people who come together, it's like a Christ saying, if 2 or more of you come together in my name, I'll be there with you. It's that, except you don't have to be religious or spiritual or whatever. It's non-denominational. It's people bringing their energy together, going to a higher vibration. And imagine healing of these 3 areas that I talked about, people who are at risk, people who've passed over, and other loved ones, and the community, the energies around them. So it's really 4. So I think that's all I want to say. So who I am in my background, my name is Rémi, as I said. I've been in the helping field now for 50 years. I've experienced some drug-related stuff forever ago. A little while back, in 1972, I got really impacted negatively by some drug stuff. So I get it personally, and I have a master's degree in the helping field, as well as 5 years of intensive training in couple and family therapy. My experience is that working traditionally with various difficulties, like people who've gone through sizable trauma and etc. Traditional forms of helping can be really helpful for some people, but it's not enough for many people. So my work has had to go more and more weird in terms of this particular topic here. There's energies in relating to curses, whether ancestral or past life or this lifetime, people cursing each other. There's energies in terms of self-hatred and childhood trauma that's really in their system, ancestral trauma, past life vows, hatred. I really didn't want to come down and incarnate, and here I am. All of these things can be healed and transmuted, and we'll put some energy in this upcoming free webinar and focusing on that. If you missed the date, you can still choose to watch the video after and send your healing energy to the world, and it'll help. So thank you so much for watching this, and all the best to you. These are very challenging times.